Last of all, I see how crucial it is for one spouse to subject himself to the other, himself, herself. Men have an authoritative power, women have a persuasive power. The Bible says, wives, subject yourselves to your husbands. Husbands, subject yourselves to your wives. Or husbands, love your wives. Who was it who convinced Adam to sin? It was the woman. Women have a gift from God in persuasion and a sway, I guess you'd say, over a man. There's something in women that can. I mean, you see it. Delilah with Samson. Women have the ability to kind of persuade men, and men have strength over women, an authoritative dominion. But in order for there to be a healthy household, so that your household is blessed of God, the two need to subject unto one another. The woman needs to rein in her persuasive, flattering abilities that she has in creation. She needs to rein that in and subject herself. The Bible is not calling women second best when it says, wives, subject yourself to your husband. It's not calling them a slave. It's telling them to rein in that natural persuasion they have over men. It's true. Women have an ability over men to persuade them. And then when it says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church, it's telling husbands not to exercise that authoritative power they could have over a wife, as Jesus had authoritative power over the church, but he loved us. In order for you to have a healthy household, husband and wife, you need to rein in by the power of God, the persuasive power you have to manipulate your husband and submit yourself unto him. Instead of trying to use him and manipulate him, serve him and love him. And instead of trying to dominate and control your wife through your natural strength and authority, use that to love her and to serve her. It's neither one or the other. You don't manipulate your husband, and husband, you don't use your ability not to help and serve your wife, not to do so, or to abuse her. And then Paul said, defraud not. Meet each other's physical needs. Some of the adultery that happens in this world would not happen if one spouse or the other catered to the other spouse's natural physical needs. That's the truth. Paul said that let me go back to that chapter again. That they not be tempted. There are certain needs, physically speaking, that a man and woman have, that a husband and wife have, that you need to meet one another's needs. The wife has not power over her own body, but the husband likewise. The husband has not power over his body, but the wife. Defraud not one another. Listen to this. Defraud not one another. That means don't deny each other sexually. Except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer. And come together again, that Satan tempt you not. Some of the temptations, some of the men of God probably that have fallen in this world fell because one spouse, men and women of God, defrauded the other, and they were given to temptation. That Satan tempts you not. You have physical needs, everybody does, but the only way they're justified is in marriage. One man, one woman. Don't intentionally strip the other of that, lest they go into temptation. Make sure you take care of that. But wives, submit yourself to your husbands. Rein in that potentially manipulative power and persuasion you have. Husbands, love your wives. Rein in your physical superiority, if I could call it that. You are stronger. Men are stronger than women. I've seen a lot of women that were stronger than me. But generally speaking, men were physically designed stronger than women. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. Wives, submit yourselves to your husbands.